friends. Welcome to Minds of Aspirants. This is Anthropology with Shiva. This is a channel specific for anthropology. You can subscribe to this channel for more updates on anthropology related topics. Today, we will see a question in 2024. UPSC had asked joking and avoidance relationship. This is a 10 mark that they asked in part A. I'll put the question, you can check it. So before going into the video, I want to announce that in Minds of Aspirants, we are going to have Gene Anthropology batch very soon. I'll put the brochure in this video also. You can check it and the contact number also for you to have more information on that. And you can find the brochure in Minds of Aspirants Telegram channel as well. So we'll go into the video. What is this avoidance and joking relationship that the question is talking about? For that, you have to know that we have a thinker called as Radcliffe-Brown and also a topic called as dissent and alliance theory, which you should check in kinship chapter. Now, what in simple terms, these in anthropology, you should understand that these are all things that we would have or you would have already known. But how it is aligned to the thinkers is what we should actually think and write in the exam. Think about it, the joking relationship. You would have joking relationship in your kinship or in your relatives with somebody. So for in Tamil they'll say மாமா கிட்டலாம் ரொம்ப ஜாலியா பேசுவோம். But we don't talk the same way as with a mama to a பெரியப்பா or the father's brother. Uh, what does this mean? So, this inner kinship system, how it operates, is what Radcliffe Brown says. So, for that, we have to know descent theory. Understand this. There are two views in social anthropology, where one says you have the society formed because of the descent in kinship. Kinship is basically your all relatives, how you are connected to somebody. So one group says that you are connected to somebody through descent. The alliance theory says you are connected to somebody through marriage. So either you are consanguineous or descent wise connected or affinal. You are connected through marriage. So there is two groups. What group that we are going to see is Radcliffe Brown. He says we are connected through descent. And the third point that he says is that this kinship relationship is what drives social solidarity in a society. So that's why he's saying, I study that. So, for example, the point that he says is African systems of kinship and marriage. This is the book that he wrote, African Systems of Kinship and Marriage. In that, he talks about avoidance and joking relationship. Uh, what he says is that first, I will say about joking relationship. He says that in societies, the kinship system is very, very important. The kinship system or the descent system through which humans are associated with their relatives is very important, and this endures the social system. So, primarily, he is concerned about a society, how it is organized, and in that, he says the primary structure, there are so many social institutions in that he talks about family, religion, and things. But he gives kinship as the factor of social solidarity or a structure which helps in enduring a society is kinship is what he says. Uh, in that he says, in order to sustain that, you have rules. What are those rules is what was the question. The rule number one was you should have avoidance relationship with some people. For example, he says that father-in-law and daughter-in-law, mother-in-law and son-in-law. If you see this, these relationships should have an avoidance kind of a kinship terminology. Respect and dignity should be there. to avoid any kind of future confusions where these two relationships can mingle. This can be a problem in society. Why? Because this used to be like people used to marry very young, so child marriages used to happen, and you can have very young bride and a father-in-law which is who is very he's there at an age. In order to avoid this is why you have what is called as avoidance relationship. African system of kinship and marriage, he takes examples of the tribes which are there, and he goes through this concept where he talks about we have avoidance relationship with certain in kinship. This endures and protects the social solidarity of those kinship structures. So now the primary goal of a kinship structure, as I said, is actually descent, through which it actually transfers all the necessary things to you and also gives social solidarity and continuity to the society, giving rise to a social structure. And this is what Radcliffe-Brown was concerned with. But the next point is that joking relationship. This joking relationship is between brother and that is a brother and sorry, a husband and wife is there. So wife would have a joking relationship with the husband's brother. Similarly, a husband and wife is there. The husband will have a joking relationship with sister of the wife. This is something that we have seen in movies, right? What he says is that this kind of a joking relationship proves to you that who is accessible to you as a person for marrying. That is how your descent is going to be. In order for you to go to the next generation, is what he is concerned. So, primarily, he is saying if we observe these joking relationship and avoidance pattern, we would understand what kind of a kinship structure that a particular society has. So, to sum it up, you think about it, he's saying that society and social solidarity is important. Society has social structures. Third, it has to have its continuity. So he is talking about dissent groups as the primary mode through which dissent happens. And in this dissent, he is concerned with how to go about in the future and not create any problem. And in order to avoid these problems, he says that rules and regulations will be there in the kinship relationship. And those rules and relationship, he gives an example of avoidance and joking relationship. You can write this as an answer and check for yourself that how well you are able to write 10-mark question. Understand it. We actually concentrate too much on the notes. Rather, we can look into Ember and Ember and many other avenues of reading books in order for us to understand anthropology and the related things. So now I think the whole thing you would have understood. You can write for 10 marks. With this, I would like to ask anyone who to subscribe to Minds of Aspirants. And if you have any inquiry regarding the gene anthropology batch that I said, you can very well call the number given below for more information. Please subscribe to my Anthropology with Shiva and send it to your friends who are studying anthropology. And you can put any of your doubts or questions. The mains question is also going to come. We'll discuss it this in very soon. I think once it comes in 2 weeks, we'll start discussing all the questions which UPSC had asked. I'll make more examples of the previous year questions for you to understand. Thank you and all the best.